Right, here I am with Annette, looking at Annette with this check for $12,000. Wow, Annette. And you look great in this picture. Tell me, in fact, you look, especially with the check, eh? Tell
Right?
tell us a little bit about yourself and this deal and how you got started and where you're trying to go with this.
Well, my name's Annette Gomez, and I actually got started with this program back in May. And I, like everybody, like a lot of people, I get into the program, and then I lost my drive for probably about a month. And then I started focusing and getting back into it. And reading, going through the programs, and came across and finally found a real estate agent that was going to be willing to work with me so I could find properties. And I wasn't having a whole lot of luck finding properties on for sale by owner as far as trying to get in contact with the owners. So I went ahead and tried to work with a real estate agent. And I had actually found this house, and the house was on the market for a minute, and it was actually listed, I believe, for $380. But I went ahead and gave an offer of $340, which I was wondering if that was going to work or not for the buyer or for the owner of the house. And it took about maybe a month or a month and a half for the buyer to actually respond to my offer to the real estate agent.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, I actually almost forgot about it because I had put in a couple of offers on other houses. So I was trying to remember what house it was, what it looked like, and everything else. And so I was actually really excited that the seller actually took my offer, and because I knew at that point I would be able to add my fee and be able to negotiate it with my buyer. So It took a little bit to get, but determination and patience, I got in the house under contract, and then I ended up just mass emailing everybody on my buyers list, calling everybody that I could. I actually posted it on my in Facebook on one of Facebook groups.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't find the buyer through Facebook. I actually found the buyer through one of my buyers knows other investors, and that's how he got me in contact with the gentleman that initially bought the house from me. So it went really good. I was able to negotiate down. I actually put the offer of the house. I put it out for $360, even though that's a $20,000. I figured it'll be easier for me to negotiate pricing that way to give me a cushion, and
Sure.
It actually worked really well. The $12,000 actually, I made $10,000. The $2,000, I ended up putting my own money down on the earnest.
Oh, okay.
The earnest money. Yeah, it was a risky thing to do, but I just had this feeling that if I was, focused enough and got somebody, I would find a buyer for it. It was the house was at a good price, and the AVR on it was going to be expected 530,000. So I figured that was going to be a great investment for any investor that came and flipped it.
Yeah, there was margin there, that's for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I still keep in contact with the investor, and he did a great job on remodeling the house. I was really quite impressed seeing it done.
Well, now, the investor that you worked with, had he done a bunch of other ones? Had you seen any of his other work or anything like that, or not? Or
I actually, no, I haven't seen any of his previous work, so I didn't get a chance to actually see any of his work until after we already closed our deal. and
Oh.
that was in, yeah. He ended up. It went really fast. I mean, when he saw the house, he was interested, and I mean, he was willing to. We closed within, I think, 9 days after I got in contact with him.
My goodness.
Yeah, yeah. I was really shocked because I've seen ads where people say, we closed in 7 days, and I'm thinking that might be just, for advertisement and get people to call or respond, but no, it's real. People can close that fast. I was pretty impressed, but yeah, it was great.
Well, cool. So you made some money, and
Yes, I definitely did, and that was a blessing because it helped me a lot. I was not expecting to have that kind of money that fast, and to know that the system, it does work, and like everyone says, if I can do it, anybody can do it, and I absolutely say that because I am somebody that can be a procrastinator, and focusing and everything is, I tend to put things on the back burner. So knowing that I am capable of doing it, knowing that it really does work, yeah, I was really excited and gung-ho about doing real estate.
well,
And
cool.
then, and then some. I actually can't wait until I get to a point where I could start flipping houses.
Well, let's talk about that in a minute, but I'm showing right now the assignment of contract here. And, sometimes, Annette, it's as easy to borrow money to do a deal if you found a good deal as it is to find someone to buy it from you. Now, there's a few things that have to be in place, but fortunately you have all-you-can-eat coaching help on this advisory line, and we can walk you through how to do that. It's just a matter of finding a good deal like you found this one. You knew, just as you said, when you saw this thing, you knew it was going to be a good deal to,
Yeah.
And
It's a gorgeous house. I looked at it and thought, man, I wanted to buy it just for me to actually live in. I mean, there's a barbecue pit in the backyard. There's a pool. First thing I thought, party house. California, summer, perfect. But yeah,
and
I'll
I'm
get my house. I have no problem. I know I'll get my house.
yeah, I'm showing this family room here that goes out into the back, and it's pretty good size. It looks like to me. It looks like you got plenty of room here, and
yeah, you do exactly. There's even two fireplaces in the house.
I'll be darned. Well,
Yeah, I believe it actually used to be a duplex, and they ended up cutting down the wall and making it just one complete house with a an in-law corridors.
Oh, okay.
Where it has a room, a living room area, a fireplace, and a bathroom. In that part of the section where it's closer to the pool.
I'm showing the bathroom. I think that's the one right now. It's got the shower curtain on it, and then the kitchen with the. Gosh, I would hate to have a nice house like that and have an electric stove. That would just, that's just me.
Are you looking at the old pictures or the rehab pictures?
I'm looking at the kitchen that you showed me a picture of. You didn't send, if you had them, I don't know what I did with them. I don't think I got the new ones.
Of the rehab pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, I will absolutely forward those to you.
Yeah, and I'll get those. I'll get those into this so that people can see. So, did he put a gas stove in it? Is that what happened, or?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Smart man.
Yes,
I'll tell you.
The what is it? The black and white checkered tile.
Yeah.
That's gone. I looked at it and thought, well, you could put checkers on it.
Well, it's kind of cute, but it's kind of like 1952 spit curls and bobby socks. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit out of date. Yeah. So yeah, but it's certainly got, it's it's there, the potential, and so it'll be good to see this when you do send it to me. I do see the one fireplace here now, and plenty of room here. And
Yeah, I noticed that houses, there's no more carpet. People don't have carpet unless it's in their room. You know, everyone uses tile or wood floors.
you know, and you can do that with throw rugs that are really nice. I've had rental units, and of course, I try on my rental units. I try not to put carpet in because it might last 15 minutes, you know. And
Right.
but I've seen people, they'll get some of these really really nice throw rug, and they put it over the tiles and everything. It just really looks snazzy, you know what I mean? And it has a nice look.
Right,
And
yeah.
yet I'm not having to replace carpet every. You know, at best I've gotten about 3 years or so out of carpet. I sometimes kept it longer than that, but it was pretty well beat within 3 years. And that wouldn't happen in my own home. But I mean, when you rent it, you know, it's not theirs, so I guess they don't care. Yeah, I'm seeing the swimming pool, and the swimming pool is a viable pool. Is it now full of water, or do you know, or because it's empty here?
Yeah, it is empty there. And actually, yeah, I will definitely send you the pictures of the finished product there.
Well, he got
Yeah,
lucky.
also-
He got lucky
What
when
was that?
he got lucky when he bought this, because when you have an empty swimming pool, sometimes they don't like to be empty, if you know what I mean. And so things can happen you didn't want to have happen that cost extra work and money. But it looks really good. It's really really good. And yeah, like you said, the party house, you could barbecue, and it's got its own little like you say, barbecue pit, and I'm showing a picture of that right now, and that's pretty nice. With
Yeah, and then there's even space for a RV out in the
my,
back of the
my
back
gosh.
of the garages.
Well, here with the big tree behind it, it's like you could have some privacy, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's pretty good. I didn't know that was possible in California. Just kidding. But
Right? Considering it just seems like everyone's living on top of everybody.
well,
Especially
yeah,
with the way the traffic is. Oh, goodness, traffic out here is...
it's not getting any better either, is it? My gosh.
It is not. No, I hear that a lot of everyone from the Bay. There's a lot of people from the Bay that are moving out closer to Sacramento, or I should say specifically West Sacramento.
Yeah.
So it is definitely. And then I noticed the rent's going up because of it as well. I mean, I'm floored with the rent that they're allowing to charge out here in
So
California.
what? Give me an idea of that. What is some of the rents that are happening?
Okay, well, there's a one-bedroom apartment can go for $1,200,
My goodness.
and that doesn't even include the fact that you will be paying water, sewer, and water, sewer, and trash. And when I moved out here, I thought, in an apartment, I didn't, in Vegas, I didn't pay that unless I owned my own place. In the last 8 years of living in Vegas, I actually owned my own place, so I didn't take in consideration when I moved out here and renting an apartment that you actually have to pay for water, sewer, and trash, as well as your electricity and your gas. So it's like, paying for a house. One on my list that I really wanted to look into, because it's really cheap out there as far as purchasing.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of little tricks to get into property real easy out there that I could share with you as we go down the road. But I am just,
definitely.
I am really excited for you here and what you've done with this. And now I'm back
Thank
to
you.
I went through all of those pictures, and I'm back to a picture of you with your check again. What I'm going to do is I'll interject the pictures that you send to me in there, so that, as you know, you talked about showing those other pictures, like right now, instead of just seeing you with the check the whole time, I'll put the other pictures that you have of the finished product. It would be nice for people to see that. But what's really
definitely.
What's really nice for them to understand is that they can make more than $2,000 or $3,000 on a rehab. And I'll send you some videos too of students of mine that have made $15,000, $16,000 assigning properties. And you've already proven you can make this kind of money. Why not make even more? I'd like to help you to, you're not real, you mentioned you weren't really excited about your job. Let's get you into
Absolutely
something.
not. I today was also another day of, goodness, is it just Monday? I was just talking to the security guard today, and in the back of my head, I was thinking, man, I'm just sitting here talking to this guy, and I could be at home doing real estate, but I don't have. That just makes me nervous to not have a steady income.
Right, and we can
Even
show
if
you.
it's something I'm not happy with, I just need something steady until I know I can get it on my own.
You're a smart lady. It doesn't pay to get into something that just brings all that kind of stress into your life. You don't need it. Real estate, give you an example. I have a student that I just did, and let's see, they did a couple of deals, and they made $30,000 on each one or something like that. And so they got a really a big, nice, healthy stash of cash. So they decided to get started. They're young, just newlywed, and they got a bunch of money, so they're ready to rock and roll, if you know what I mean. So,
right.
And it's, you could get, if you work at it and you have a vision of where you're trying to go, magic kind of tends to happen. And you've already got one under your belt, so there's no reason why we can't help you get some more.
Exactly. Yes, I agree.
All righty. Well, appreciate
I
you.
definitely want to learn more about trying to or talk about doing this without my money.
Right, and
that was kind of scary, But living in Vegas, go big or go home, right? Let it ride.
Yep. Well, you had at least a little bit of Vegas courage in you when you did this, and that's a good thing. But
absolutely.
Yeah, but it's good to I'll send you some stuff that'll help you analyze properties real quick. So if it's a good deal, what a lot of people don't understand when they analyze properties is they tend to overanalyze, and then they find out, oh my gosh, it's not available anymore, because if it's a good deal, it has a life expectancy, shelf life of a bag of French fries, So that's just the way it is. So there you go. Well, thanks again, Annette. And if you'll send me some of that stuff in the morning, including that signed card, we'll be able to get you rocking and rolling here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, God bless. Take care.
All right. You have a good one.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.